Meghan Markle's latest foray into the public eye, a cooking series designed to showcase her relatable side, became the subject of scathing and hilarious critique on a recent episode of the Gutfeld Show. Hosts Tyrus and Kat Timpf did not hold back in their razor-sharp commentary, tearing into the former royal's culinary project with jokes that highlighted the public's growing skepticism toward celebrities' attempts to appear authentic. The result: a segment that not only left viewers laughing but also offered biting insight into the cultural fascination with celebrity relatability, and how it often backfires. The setup was simple. Meghan Markle, a figure who remains polarizing for her transition from Hollywood actress to royal duchess and back to Hollywood influencer, recently launched a cooking series that aims to connect with everyday people through food. On paper, the idea might seem wholesome. In execution, however, critics, and the Gutfeld Show team, suggest it's anything but. With its polished production, curated recipes, and apparent lack of genuine spontaneity, Meghan's cooking series has been widely panned as contrived, leaving many questioning the sincerity of her efforts. Enter Tyrus and Kat Timpf, whose comedic analysis of Meghan's attempt to wield a spatula in the name of relatability struck a chord with audiences. Tyrus opened the discussion with a jab that drew immediate laughs. "You know, I didn't even know Meghan Markle knew what a kitchen was," he quipped. "I mean, the last time she probably touched a pan was to make sure it matched the backsplash in her $14 million mansion." The line, though delivered with a smirk, hit at a larger truth. Meghan, who has often been criticized for living a lifestyle far removed from the average person, appears to struggle with presenting herself as down-to-earth. Tyrus continued, imagining Meghan glancing nervously at a whisk and calling an assistant for help, suggesting her familiarity with cooking is as genuine as her attempts to seem like just one of us. Kat Timpf, known for her biting wit, joined the roasting session with her own observations. "I watched one of these episodes, and let me tell you, she uses about as much seasoning as a hospital cafeteria," she said, deadpan. "It's like she's afraid salt and pepper might offend someone." The critique was not just about cooking but about the broader image Meghan projects. Carefully controlled, overly safe, and ultimately unconvincing. Kat went on to joke that watching Meghan's cooking series was like watching someone cosplay as a relatable human being. A performance that, in her view, misses the mark entirely. But the segment wasn't just about humor. Beneath the jokes lay a deeper commentary on the way celebrities often attempt to engage with the public by presenting themselves as ordinary. The hosts noted how these efforts frequently feel hollow, especially when they come from figures whose lifestyles are anything but ordinary. Meghan's cooking series, with its glossy production and lack of vulnerability, was seen as emblematic of this trend. "It's like she's saying, 'Hey, look at me, I'm relatable. I too, occasionally touch organic produce. Don't mind the private chef off camera,'" Tyrus joked. The humor landed because it tapped into a sentiment many share, that these carefully crafted attempts at relatability only serve to highlight the gulf between celebrities and their audiences. This isn't the first time Meghan Markle has faced criticism for what some perceive as insincerity. Since stepping back from royal duties and embarking on a new life in California, she has repeatedly found herself at the center of debates about authenticity. From her podcast to her Netflix projects, Meghan's ventures are often scrutinized for what they reveal, or fail to reveal, about her true self. Her cooking series, though ostensibly a light-hearted project, has now joined the growing list of endeavors that critics argue feel more like PR stunts than genuine expressions of passion. The Gutfeld Show segment also explored why the public seems particularly harsh on celebrity cooking shows. Cooking, after all, is an inherently intimate and personal activity, tied to family traditions, cultural roots, and everyday routines. When a celebrity steps into this space, the expectation is that they bring a level of authenticity that resonates with viewers. Instead, Meghan's series is perceived as overly curated, lacking the messiness and imperfections that make cooking relatable. Kat summed it up succinctly. "Where's the burnt toast? The failed soufflé? The part where the smoke alarm goes off? That's what we want to see." Beyond Meghan herself, the critique expanded to examine the broader cultural fascination with celebrities attempting to engage in normal activities. Whether it's cooking, parenting, or DIY home projects, these efforts often walk a fine line between endearing and cringeworthy. The Gutfeld Show highlighted how easily these attempts can veer into the latter category when they're overly polished or feel like transparent attempts to rebrand a public image. "We've seen this playbook before," Tyrus remarked. "Celebrities trying to connect with us by pretending they live the same lives we do. Spoiler alert, they don't." As the segment wrapped up, the hosts offered some tongue-in-cheek advice for how Meghan could improve her cooking series. Tyrus suggested she partner with actual chefs who could bring credibility and flavor to the show. Kat, meanwhile, proposed that Meghan embrace the chaos of real cooking, including behind-the-scenes bloopers and genuine moments of trial and error. "If she burns a casserole and laughs about it, I might actually watch," Kat admitted. The underlying message was clear. Audiences value authenticity over perfection, especially in a medium as personal as cooking. The discussion also touched on Meghan's broader challenges in navigating her public image. As someone who straddles the worlds of royalty and Hollywood, she occupies a unique and often precarious position in the public eye. Her efforts to carve out a new identity, whether through media projects, philanthropic work, or now cooking, are closely watched and frequently criticized. The Gutfeld Show segment underscored how difficult it can be for celebrities to strike the right balance between accessibility and aspiration, especially when past missteps have already colored public perception. Ultimately, this episode of The Gutfeld Show did more than just poke fun at Meghan Markle's cooking skills. Through satire, it offered a lens into the broader cultural dynamics at play, from the public's appetite for authenticity to the skepticism that surrounds celebrity PR stunts. Meghan's cooking series may have been the immediate target, but the critique extended to a wider phenomenon: the sometimes awkward, often amusing attempts of the rich and famous to seem just like everyone else. Whether Meghan takes the criticism to heart, or doubles down on her current approach, remains to be seen. For now though, the laughs provided by Tyrus and Kat's commentary offer a reminder that, in the world of celebrity culture, nothing is off the table.